Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 3, where we're going through the Ringed City DLC and having some boss problems. We've been having dragon problems, but we also had problems with another boss. But I do believe we're going to start this episode by doing a little something other than just going to bash our heads against that dragon. Also, I died once between episodes because I forgot to hit the record button. So I was going to do exactly the thing that I'm going to do right now. And I trusted a message, and it led me astray. But yeah, I wanted to go get the item that's on the ledge below here. Ooh, actually, I should probably get all those, too. But, yeah, that bloodstain is over there because I was looking down here and was like, ooh, that looks like a pretty long drop. So maybe this message over here that says, time for bravery, try jumping, was right, and there were no bloodstains around here, so I figured, hey, maybe I should. And then I tried it, and I just slid right on off to my doom. So that message is a dirty, dirty trick. And I'm trying to wonder, not trying to wonder, I'm actually wondering if there are any ledges we can use to make that not so long a fall. Maybe if we come at it from down here, it'll, maybe there'll be some other path that I missed that takes us to that ledge. And even if there isn't, there's items to get from this path. But yeah, starting off with this little item collection tour, because this way we've at least got something to change the general the general tone of what's been going on. Because, oh, hi. Thanks for pushing me instead of harming me. Because, yeah, as much as I enjoy progressing against a boss, I also enjoy when I actually get to do different things. And it looks like there is indeed not an alternate path that leads to that little ledge. Unless it's down here somehow, but I don't see where it would be if it was. Maybe get up a little faster next time if you want to actually do something to me. So it seems I jumped down here for no real reason. Well, it's not like I can't get places by just going through here. Doesn't look like there's anywhere to drop to down there. And I guess the lower exit that had an item is somewhere we've already been? Considering I see no items. Right, we had to, like, go through here. Let's just ignore the skeletons, see how that turns out. Ignoring enemies usually tends to be decently okay in this game. It's not often a huge problem. Well, there was someone trying to see whether or not that wall was indeed illusory. Or rather, whether that looked like they just ran into the wall here on the left. But I guess they must not have done so. Is this someone who died to the boss? Looks like, yeah. Well, not boss. At least not at the time. Maybe I, like, did it wrong? Because I just walked straight off the ledge from here. So maybe I really do need to try jumping? Or maybe I just need Silver Cat Ring and then go from above where the ledge actually is. That could be it. Because the ledge is actually down here. But that looks really far. But I can't see any intermediary ledges. So let's fall to our death here, I'm sure. Yep, that's... But there is a tunnel. How do I get... What? If there's a tunnel, then how did I miss it? Is the entrance illusory? Do they even do that where things are illusory on one side but not on the other? Or is there another ledge on this side of the bridge that I missed? Because that could easily be the case. Is that a ledge? Doesn't look like it leads to a tunnel if it is one. Let's get a bit of a different angle here. I don't see any real ledges. How about if I stand on this? Hey, someone died. Because the tunnel would have to be visible from here, wouldn't it? Well, let's see here. So I was over here, which means that it would have to be basically straight through. So is this it? Come on, come on. Okay, that was not it. I say. We know there's something there. We just don't know where there is or how to get to it. And I mean, if I went through here and then went out to that courtyard, I might be able to take a better look. Though I could only take a better look at this side, which may or may not help at all. Didn't mean to jump, but it's okay, we lived. May or may not help at all to take a look on the side that the item's actually on, because we're looking for the tunnel. Alright, you want to hop down off that wall? Nice jump. Whoa there. Whoa there. Whoa there. I was gonna laugh at you for pushing me, but your little knives apparently do lots of damage. That was surprisingly close to being lethal. Yeah, thanks for the push, guy. Seriously, though, where did I miss a tunnel? Oh. How did I miss this tunnel? I mean, I guess from here it's tough to see that it's there. There's not enough differentiation on the rock wall to make it truly visible, and I guess when we're coming from the other side, it's also hidden in much the same manner, so unless you're looking right at it, you don't see much. Though I guess this guy reaching for something is meant to be a little hint for us. So here we are. Got some Titanite scales. It's not amazing, but it is something. So now, I guess let's go to the bonfire last rested at, from whence we can easily get to places. Still got a dragon to kill, though. That thing's probably not going to go down easy. You know what? It probably is just as fast for us to warp to the other bonfire as it is to walk there. I mean, it's an easy walk, but yeah, probably just as fast to warp, and that way we already have our respawn point set to said bonfire, which will help us out. Because after all, the best bonfire for challenging a boss is the one closest to it. So we're going to want to ember up. And we're not going to need our silver cat ring. So I really wish we had like a +2 or +3 of one of these. And yeah, I guess this is about as good as we can get it. It'd be neat if there was like a ring or something that made your Estus heal in a radius. Like instead of healing you specifically, if it made it so that you could also heal allies with your Estus. That would be pretty neat, because it would certainly help when trying to keep phantoms alive. But then again, it'd probably be a little bit much for PvP, and they don't like to have things work differently in PvP than they do in PvE content. So I guess it would be a little bit unbalancing. So I guess it's a good thing that there isn't any such deal. And besides, our problem hasn't been mostly her dying, it's been mostly us dying. So we need to make the us dying thing not so happening. Also, it's been several days since my last attempt, so this is probably gonna go not great. Ow. Off to a fantastic start. Oh, that's a nice roar, and then was that a bite? Honestly, hard to tell sometimes. Ow. Okay. Oh, you were going for her. That's great. You do that. Okay, I'll just stay back here. Oh, right. Staying back is death. Okay, not quite death, but oh, I forgot that I had put my chime on my other hand. I'm relearning things. Though I sincerely hope that I do not spend the entire rest of this episode just failing to this dragon. I'd like to kill it. But unfortunately, I'm going to be busy this weekend, which means that I have to crank out some episodes. And that means that I don't have the luxury of, at the moment, being able to just go, okay, I'll just have the next episode be the one where I kill it no matter what. Like, I can't specifically choose to open with my successful attempt because I don't have time to throw a bunch of extra attempts in if I do a lot of failing. So hopefully we'll end up killing it this episode. I can't make the promise, but hopefully it'll happen. Be nice if there were some player signs around here to help me out, but considering soul level requirement, paywall requirement, and new game plus requirement, and location requirement, I can understand why there aren't that many summon signs around here. Okay, trying this again. I don't know where my souls are, but that's okay. There weren't many of them. Alright, that time... Oh, there they are. That time I did manage to dodge the flame. So we're doing better than the last time. Ow. You bite a bit far back. Also, ow. Yeah, focus on her. That's fine. As long as she stays alive, I do not mind if you focus all of your attention on her. Come on. Let me at least get some hits. I know I'm swinging in the tail's general direction now. Whoa there, whoa there, whoa there. Okay. So we do like 160 damage per hit on parts that are not the face. And then on the face, we do like 250 per hit. That's a pretty substantial upgrade. Problem is being near the face. Okay, we're roaring. Just roaring, though. So that tailspin actually... Oh, hang on. Wow. Tailspin actually isn't so bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was right on that line. Tailspin isn't so bad, though, when you're hanging out next to the actual tail, because it seems he takes some steps forward before the tail actually commences its attack. So he basically steps out of range to hit you. So that's good to know. If we can reliably hit the tail, then we can be safe from the tailspin, which I do remember being a not so small problem for me in the last episode. Of course, problems were more than just the tailspin. We've got a lot of polishing to do on our gameplay here. And I sincerely hope that I'll be up to the task of getting it polished. Because honestly, I would like to see this dragon end up dead. I mean, we did tell that one person that we needed or that we were gonna kill it. I mean, we've We've knocked it down here. Now we just need to finish the job. And I would like to see the job finished. Though if we're going to have that happen, we're going to have to get this thing pretty low while we've still got a friend to take aggro from us. Because, simply put, I'm not good enough at fighting this thing to do half its health all on my own. Hey, you actually let me hit you first. That was nice of you. Okay, this has the potential to be less nice, just barely. Yeah, it definitely takes some steps forward before the spin. Let's go ahead and use our non-Estus healing first. Save our Estus for when we are alone. That way, we can better keep ourselves healthy without needing a distraction, because Estus is much faster. The way that tail was curling, I thought a tail sweep was going to come. You jerk. I see that fire incoming, and still can't get out of its way in time. Yeah, you do that over there. That's a thing. I feel like if I had more faith coming into this, I might be of more help to our ally over there. Could use some wider range healing spells. Run, run. Oh. I don't have the ability to outrun that very well. It's one of those, like, if it starts doing one of those vertical breaths, I basically either have to be already very nearly out of range or just resign myself to damage. I'm not a fan of that. I much prefer when I feel like I've at least got some agency. Okay, running in. I just dodged in the direction that it was breathing that fire. That was not the right choice. Go for her, just for a moment. Thank you. Okay, let's... Good, I was far enough away that time. So I'd really prefer having that happen while I'm in range to get some hits on the tail. Because hits on the tail are better than not hits. And they're also better than taking damage. Yeah, getting to do damage without taking damage in return is pretty nice. Ooh, dodged it. Hey there. Oh, is that what we're doing? Okay, need Ashen Estus. No, don't look at me. Yeah, look at her. Especially when she's apparently in a position to dodge, because her health did not move at all there. Why do I feel like most of the damage that's been dealt here has been her doing it? I mean, probably because that's the case. Or at least it certainly feels like the case. Okay, we're in phase 2. Let's back away from that. Don't want to get hit by none of that. Is doing it again. And I can't just roll out of the way. That's fine. I can use one of these. I can use 2 of these, in fact. Ooh. That's no good. We're alone now. Please do that attack more, especially when I'm already by your back legs. This is the best we've done. So, I mean, hey, if we can just keep doing good, that would be great. But we're gonna need this guy to let us in close without murdering us afterward. Little health is always good to have. I saw that one coming, buddy. Gonna have to try a little harder. Okay. I see how it is. Okay. We're doing this now. Oh, that's right. These kind of home in a little bit. I am so glad you decided to attack empty air. Not so glad about you doing this. Because I'm still not good at dodging that one. Probably shouldn't have drunk the second there. That's okay. If I don't get too greedy, this is still doable. You want to quit stomping around? No, you want to stomp right back the other direction. I see. I get it. Believe me, I do. Stomping around? That's pretty cool, right? Okay, what's with the double back hops? Oh, I do not like the look of that. Putting that laser pretty close to yourself. And I ran out of stamina, which didn't help my cause, because that... Ooh, you just straight up put your face on the ground following that, huh? That was 1,000 damage I just did. And that health bar went almost nowhere. Of course, I should already know that's the case because I've gotten plenty of 1,000+ damage combos. Okay. I had no way of getting out of that. At least not in the direction I was going. Maybe if I ran straight behind myself, it would have carried me in the proper direction, but I'm not used to trying to avoid things by running away from them. At least not straight away. Not when they have fire breaths. All right, we can throw one more attempt on there. We did decently well that time. It's just... couldn't get enough damage on there in the end. And got a little bit too dead. Still, that attack where it just breathes fire straight down, it's really beneficial for us if we're in the right spot when it starts. But if we're not in the right spot when it starts, then we're dead. That's the two options. And I don't like it that those are the two options. Like, I prefer when it's beneficial or still avoidable. But when it's either I get the benefit or I get the damage and there's no real in between, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I like having the option to nullify. Gosh, too early. To nullify rather than just take damage or reap reward. Because a nothing result is better, in my opinion, than... or having the option to get a nothing result is better than only a swingy result. I will take all or nothing over all or damage, is what I'm trying to say. Interesting how far the tail flinches when hit. Oh, you're doing your flamey stomps? I don't like the flamey stomps, because you can dodge them, sure, but then it's so far away when it's finished. Come on, can I? There we go. I like getting hits because they help me finish the battle. Certainly better than just whiffing all day, every day. We're gonna need more FP. So there we go. I wonder how this dragon feels about poison. I might have to try poisoning it at some point, because with all the time it spends in places where we can't really hit it, if we could get it to be taking some more constant damage, that could only work out in our favor. Also, the fact that taking a hit from that causes you to fall down is another thing that's not so great. Yeah, we actually got a group heal on. And we weren't even punished for it. Ow. Also, ow. Like, sincerely, ow. Hey, no? Nope. Nope. Very nope. I'll just be over here then. No hits and took a tail. That's exactly how I want these things to go. If you've been listening to me this whole time, you know that, right? That I definitely prefer when I get no hits and take damage in the process. Looks like Shira is not doing so hot. Whoa. Yep, that looks like a dead Shira. And we are still in phase 1. This is going super well, and I'm definitely super gonna finish this successfully. Well, hey, we got to phase 2. So, hooray, we got to the hard part all by our lonesome. Okay, let's get in here. This time I've got stamina. to actually do some damage, and then this thing collapses to the front, but we can't get up there. Would have been nice to get some face hits, but was not in the cards. Ow. Ooh. Barely got behind there. But if you could do that exact move some more, that would be amazing. Honestly, the more you do your melee stuff and your straightforward fire stuff, the better. Okay, I didn't mean combine the two into your stompiness. We've gone over this. I'm not a fan of this because there's too much motion involved. Especially when you then go back and do it the other way, you jerk. Okay, you can back hop. That's cool. Oh, it's because you wanted to do this from way super far away, so I would have to deal with it, huh? Okay, since I know I can't get to the face, let's just get this leg. Ow. Did you really have to bring all your friends here? We were doing kind of well, too. Like, I just needed to do twice as much as what I did, and then it would have died. That's not really that amazing, is it? No, it is not. But you know, we might be better off going it alone, because then it'll take like half as much damage, because they get like double health when you summon a person. Either way, that's a question for another time, because this episode's over. Join us next time when hopefully we'll bring it down. And if not, then the next episode will go for the other boss, because 3 episodes in a row of just failing on one boss is that's not great. So yeah, join us next time. Last episode of attempts on this boss. See you then, friends.